So as of this recording right here, Monday morning on the 14th of September, I would probably be getting ready to get on an airplane to come back home from TravCon in Las Vegas. So if you watched Atlas All Access last week, we talked to Tricia Novak, who is on the TravCon planning committee board, about their decision to not have TravCon this year, which I believe is 100% the right decision, having any kind of gathering like that in Las Vegas and pulling all of those healthcare travelers away from their hospitals, putting them in one place, and then having potential for exposure and whatever else, and then sending them back. It was the right idea to cancel it. Even though it hurt my heart to not be there, it would have been irresponsible of us to go. So I spent the better part of last week talking to different recruiters here at Atlas here over Zoom, and just about memories of TravCon and the relationships that they made, and the fun that we miss out on.
My name is Colleen Fritchie. I am a recruiter at Atlas.
Matt Lawhorn, Director of Brand Experience.
My name is Justin Pedig. I've been a recruiter at Atlas for 4 years.
Misty Lawhorn, remote recruiter, been with Atlas right at 4 years.
I'm just going to kind of go down memory lane here. Last year, Friday night, we all went downtown. We took a bus. That was super cool, a double-decker bus. And one of my nurses, Alyssa, was from Michigan, so I'd already met her a couple times. And so we were downtown, and her boyfriend was with her, and he loves to gamble. So I was like, let's play craps. Alyssa's like this cute little thing, and I'm like, she can roll the dice. Like, beginner's luck, she's gonna roll, she's gonna make us a bunch of money. So we're talking about it, and the dealer looks at us and he goes, you watch too many movies. Because like we were saying that she was just gonna roll forever. So then she rolls her 6 or whatever, next roll is a 7. And I had put so much money out, like her boyfriend and I just like, we're just betting on her to just go make us all this money. So we took some funny pictures of her just crapping out like instantly.
Probably one of the funniest things was the very first TravCon we did that boat party, and this was when it was just small. There was only like 25 of us, and we were jumping off the boat, and then next thing you know, Brandon Younce is wearing a Kool-Aid Man, the Kool-Aid Man suit.
Oh yeah!
Pops open a bottle of champagne, and then we're passing around, and then he slides off the back of the boat, had a big slide into the water. Everybody was having so much fun. It was just a great time.
I don't remember what made us do this, but we're in the Bellagio lobby doing handstands. Like, don't know why we're doing this, but her and I just like did a handstand against the wall. No, they're terrible handstands, so like the pictures are absolutely terrible, but it was just funny. Like, everyone's dying laughing at us, and
we actually got married in Vegas.
Yeah,
1 year.
Yeah, we renewed our vows, and yeah, it was amazing. I asked Rich if he could help me with this, and we went back and we found the old chapel where we got married. It's called the Shalimar, which is as crappy as it sounds. And so called them, got everything set up. Rich took Misty they were going to go to another meet and greet and see some other travelers. And so I was on the back end, and we had a pile of our travelers that, were with us and spending the weekend with us, and they all came to the wedding. That was awesome.
I was blown away. It was a super fun experience.
It's not what you would think a Las Vegas vacation is, right? Just the hangover, drunken debauchery that that follows Las Vegas. It isn't. It's the boat trip and the hike and the kayaking and the shows.
Breakfast every morning.
Yes, breakfast every morning.
The other thing I say was my absolute favorite was breakfast every morning.
every day we had breakfast at La Salsa Cantina.
The breakfast was so much fun because you see people you saw the night before, and then you're seeing them again in the morning, and it's just so much fun. I met a lot of people, and probably some of my best times were those breakfasts.
One of my nurses one day just asked the waiter that always served us, his name was Javier, I think. She was like, will you teach me how to salsa dance? So they just literally in the middle of everybody just started dancing in the middle, and I have a pretty cool video of that. That was pretty fun.
As much as I love the pool parties and stuff like that, breakfast is probably one of my favorite times too.
That's probably one of my favorite things because everybody's super chill. Everybody that is there because they want to be there. And they made it a purpose to get out of bed and again, in Vegas, when more than likely
at 8 o'clock in the morning.
At 8 o'clock in the morning. So it's awesome sitting around having those conversations with people. And I would say a large portion of them we've never met. So it's our first time meeting them. And it just, from there, it really grows. The days, once you meet somebody, you invite them to the next event, and then, before you know it, you become friends. And
one event leads into the other, and then eventually they just become part of the family like everybody else.
It's crazy because a lot of the people I've met, every time you go back, it's like a small little family of people that all go and do the same, that go to TravCon. So you see a lot of the new people, and then you see, all the people you've already known. And it's just such a fun group because they all come together right away and are just instant friends. And then you see people that met at TravCon that start traveling together as pairs or partners or, that type of thing.
So just meeting nurses in person means more to me than anything. And so getting to hang out with them, just at pool parties and different events, getting to know them better, even better than I already did, was probably the best memory I have of Vegas, and then also meeting new nurses.
But that speaks to the fun that we have with our travelers when we go to Las Vegas, when we go to TravCon every year, and just how much it's everyone kind of jokes like it's a family reunion or whatever. It's like a big family reunion.
Truly it is. And people that you've seen year after year, not even necessarily that travel with Atlas, but just travel nurse community in general. You see the same people year after year, and they may work for different companies, but when you're in Vegas, everyone's kind of family.
And you hear that all the time, but until you go and you see people, and the first year you might see somebody and not actually talk to them, and then the second year, oh, you were here last year. I remember, seeing you here. Yep. And so you just build those relationships, and going back to Vegas and us not attending this year with everything going on. It has been difficult because this is probably one of my favorite times of the year.
I think that more than anything, missing that camaraderie was what came through the most, that they really, really enjoyed being with their travelers and with new travelers. Every year that group got bigger and bigger. It really was like a family reunion.
I have people that were already working for me that I got to meet in TravCon, and it makes your relationship and your working relationship way better.
I miss it so much. I just miss it.
I know. It's just so much excitement that is Vegas by itself. But then you're also, as a recruiter, some people are out there actively working and trying to get leads, but kind of our approach is always just go out, meet the people, have a good time together, and just strengthen your relationships. And so just so much fun.
And that's entire Vegas. There's no, if we give you something, it's because we want to. It's not because we are wanting something from you. And I think that's something that a lot of travelers like to have their guards up because they don't want to be bombarded before they even get home from other companies or let's just hang out. Let's just enjoy each other. And if we get to know each other and there's a connection there, then we'll talk after this is over.
I'm pretty sad that we aren't going this year. It was a lot of fun.
It's been disappointing to not be able to go and do those things.
It just stinks. And, we're looking forward to next year. And I think if anything, it'll make it bigger.
It's just fun. It's just a fun time. That's all it is. It's not about scanning badges or collecting names or whatever. It's just about camaraderie and having fun and saying thank you. And we will see you for sure next year, TravCon 2021.
Yeah!